Do you ever feel like you just need more storage space? Or wonder how two adults can live full-time in a touring caravan? Where on earth do we keep all our stuff? Most people think that limited space is the biggest challenge of living in a caravan, but it is the biggest blessing, because guess what? Thanks to the limited storage space, we had to get rid of all the junk and clutter and stuff we don't need and live clutter-free. And for us, decluttering has been life-changing. In today's video, I will tell you what clutter really is, how it affects your mental health, how we manage clutter in a tiny space, the surprising benefits of living clutter-free, and how to start your own decluttering journey. Clutter is anything that doesn't serve a purpose and doesn't bring you any joy. And yeah, we are clutter-free for most of the time. In most of the places we are clutter-free, but I still have some clutter here I need to get rid of. Compare this locker with stuff I actually need and use, and it is clutter-free. Small pillowcases, tea towels, cloths for dirty jobs. And this is where I hide my clutter. Yeah, it needs sorting. Compare those two images. This one tells you, ooh, she's in control of her life. This one, her life is an absolute chaos and she sucks at everything. And that takes us to point 2, impact of clutter on your mental health. Let's talk about psychology of clutter. There is real science behind this. Clutter increases stress, anxiety, and even decision fatigue. This is visual chaos. You look at it and you think, oh my goodness, what a nightmare, where do I even begin? You instantly feel overwhelmed, anxious, angry, depressed, sad, and try to find something here. No chance. Honestly, we have to deal with this today. And we will later on in this video. I had to shut it because it really scares me, this locker. Clutter is like a visual reminder of things not done, unfinished, any unfinished, unmade decisions, any things you left for later. It's a sign of procrastination, and it's a really vicious circle with clutter, because clutter quite often is a sign of depression, low mood, anxiety, being overwhelmed, overstimulated. And clutter itself feeds into those things, making them even more powerful. So, when you are sad or disorganized or overwhelmed, you will have spaces like that around yourself, because simply you can't be bothered to tidy, to sort, to put things away where they belong, to get rid of your junk. And when you feel depressed, you will have spaces like that around you, and looking at them constantly will make you feel even worse. So it is a vicious circle, and there is only one way around it. And it's not this. It's actually getting rid of your clutter. Clutter could ruin relationships. Can you imagine stress and aggro associated with finding anything in a mess of stuff, in a sea of things? It's really, really awful. And this is the only way to live in a small space. It has to be clutter-free, because otherwise we would be arguing with each other all the time. Another negative thing and another negative implication of clutter and a mess is that you feel ashamed of it, so you don't invite people over because you are simply ashamed of your living space. And this again will deepen your sadness, low mood, depression and loneliness. So really, for me, clutter equals unhappiness. And having worked for ultra rich people, I can honestly tell you that there is a clean connection between being focused, working on your goals, being productive, effective, confident, and the quality of space around you. And it's not a coincidence that very rich people who work hard to achieve their goals, who set themselves challenges, they love clutter-free spaces, because that's what enables them to think, act, be productive, be creative. Clutter is a distraction, and clutter brings you down. Simple as that. You may have noticed this little fellow. His name is Remy, and you could think, oh, this is just clutter, this is just junk. No, it's not junk, because Remy was the first toy we bought for Diesel over 10 years ago, and he reminds us of happy days with our doggy. So Remy stays. Remy is not clutter because he brings us joy. Okay, let's tackle this, and after that I will tell you how we deal with clutter in our caravan. And as you can see, the battle is on. It is ongoing and it needs constant attention, constant discipline and constant evaluation of what we need and what we don't need. So how to deal with this? Well, I'm going to pull everything out and decide what I want to keep and get rid of the rest of it. Wow, that's impressive. Right, so what I want and what I need to keep. These are our documents, which definitely stay. There are a lot of photos here. These are our wedding photos. Yes, stay. These are photos which we got printed only because there was a discount when you ordered 300 copies. So we have quite a lot of them, old photos from holidays, travels, graduation. Well, I will need to sort them. That's too many, simply too many. I don't need a whole collection of photos from my graduation. I could probably keep 3, 5, the nicest ones. Okay, let's do it. This is nice. This is not showing anything. I don't like most of those people. This is me. I love this one. This is funny. Look at the look he gave me because I entered the stage too early. Can't really see much here. This is similar, isn't it? Two similar photos. Which one is better? I think this one. This is quite funny. That's my sister. Same. This is not clutter. This brings me joy. That's my dear friend and us in my convertible. That definitely stays. But a lot of it will go. So now I have to repeat the process with all my photos. Out of 6 packets, I decided to keep 2. So that goes. And these stay. There are quite a few books I don't need anymore and quite a few CDs, which means I need a charity shop bag. Charity shop donations, bin. Most of the medication was out of date, no surprise there. And here is my decluttered, beautiful locker, which makes me proud. And look now, whenever I need a mood boost, I will just open this and think, ooh, I can achieve something. So how do we deal with clutter on an everyday basis, living in a caravan full time? Well, just like with this locker, we look at things we own and we decide, what do I need? What can I donate? What is rubbish? What is out of date? What is useless? So this is one strategy. Constant evaluation, what you actually need right now. 1 in, 1 out rule. So for example, if I buy a new dress, I get rid of 1 dress. If I buy a new pair of shoes, I get rid of a pair of shoes I don't need. So it's simply replacing because the space is limited in a caravan. Another great strategy to deal with clutter and overfilled lockers is thinking about season and storing seasonal items away. So now we are in the summer. We don't need our winter clothes. Our winter jackets are stored here under the sofa. To sum up, moving into a caravan full-time really saved our life and decluttering transformed our life because now we feel much calmer, much happier. We are not attached and not grounded to one place because we don't own a lot. We live almost clutter-free. All our belongings fit in this caravan, which we can hitch to our car and move away if we fancy. So this is probably the biggest bonus of living clutter-free. Peace of mind, feeling happier and being free to move around because you are not grounded, you are not held back by your stuff, by your junk, by your clutter. It transformed our life so much that whenever we see that a person we care about is drowning in clutter, we offer our help. I feel quite confident at dealing with clutter because I do it on almost daily basis. Living in a caravan doesn't give me much choice. If I want to live a happy life, if I want to be productive, if I want to be focused, I really need clutter-free space. If I want to keep my relationship alive with Marek, we have to be clutter-free, because otherwise we would be both upset, stressed, angry. And probably if this caravan was cluttered, we wouldn't live in it together. We wouldn't be able to share this space together if it was cluttered, because both of us are quite sensitive people. I'm really looking forward to hearing your stories about clutter, decluttering. Do you want to do it, or is it too much? If it feels too much, and now we are moving to practical tips how to begin your own decluttering journey. If it feels too much, find a buddy, find a person who will give you a hand, who will help you decide. And very often when we are attached, we are so emotionally attached to our stuff that we find it very hard to part with the junk, to say, okay, this goes to the charity, this goes to the bin, and this I want to keep. So it really helps to invite someone from the outside who's not emotionally connected with the stuff, so it's easier to process. My other tip would be deal with one area. Like today we dealt with this locker. We didn't tackle the whole caravan at once. No, we did one unit, one bit. So deal with one achievable chunk of the job, because this will give you a boost, you know. Now it's done. Look at us. We succeeded here. If I tried to do everything at once, I would be overwhelmed, exhausted, and I probably would end up crying in the middle of the sea of stuff. And there are so many tips, and there is so much help and instructions online to deal with clutter. But what I find personally really effective is one in, one out rule. And the other thing I do, especially with things I'm not sure I'm ready to part with, I put them in a box. And I store the box away. If I don't touch the box for a month, 2 months, that means I don't need this stuff and it can go. So share your tips for dealing with clutter and how you manage yours. If you would like to see a video with more practical tips how to declutter, and maybe see me decluttering our van, because this is a constant process, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it will inspire you to declutter, but don't forget that things which bring you joy, they are not clutter. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do, to make sure you don't miss on any new content, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.